Your Squarespace website might have all 5 of these settings wrong right now. And I know because I've audited hundreds of Squarespace sites and I find the same 5 problems on a lot of them. But the good news is every fix lives inside your Squarespace dashboard. Nothing requires custom code or special tools. And we're doing all 5 in the next 10 minutes. And the 5th one is the reason the first 4 actually work, so be sure to stick around for that one. Okay, fix number 1. This is the setting almost nobody opens, and it controls how your entire site shows up on Google, so it's important. Here is our demo site, Willow and Wren. They are photographers, but let's take a look at the SEO site title. So if we go in, site title here is just Willow and Wren. We don't have photography here, and that means that's going to feed into the SEO settings. So I'm going to hop into SEO AI visibility, and I'm going to go into the SEO settings. Here you can see SEO title format just says Willow and Wren, and the site description is completely blank. This is the first major thing we want to fix, because when Google shows this website, it has Willow and Wren as the title, nothing else about it, and it's going to just automatically generate a description. Now, we're going to put in a custom description. This is not what shows all the time, and in fact, Google likes to still come up with its own, but we're going to give it some ideas about what we think is important. So the question is, would you click something that looks like this, just Willow and Wren and some randomly generated description? No. You would not click that, and neither would a mom searching for a family photographer. So let's see what changes here. In the title format field, I'm going to reset the SEO title to Willow and Wren Photography. Here we go. And I'm going to enter in an SEO site description. So let me pop that in. So now we have something that looks like a photographer, sounds like a photographer. So the words that we just put in front of Google that are important are photographer, Dallas, newborn, family, candid, Dallas-Fort Worth. All of those are important words that somebody who is in Dallas looking for a newborn photographer might search for. So your site is no longer a mystery. It makes sense, right? This is how things are going to show up. So that is the site as a whole. Let's fix the pages that make you money next. Now, before we move on from here, there is another setting we want to make for pages. So instead of Willow and Wren here, we just want to add photography. And this basically appends that to every page. And that's what we're going to look at next, because each page actually has its own SEO settings. So let's go into pages. You can see some of these are placeholders, but there is an actual services page here. You can tell because it looks like a little page with a corner turned down. And if we click on the cog icon here, we can go into SEO page settings. And this exists on every page on your website. So you can see we've added photography here, so this is great, but it just says services, and that's not super helpful. So let's go ahead and change this to something that would actually help you make money. Let's help people find your services. So what we're going to do is drop in a title instead of just services, family photo session pricing and packages, Dallas, or we could say newborn photo session pricing and packages, Dallas. And then for the SEO description, let's go ahead and drop some information in here that explains exactly what you do. Mini sessions from $250. See what's included in every Dallas family photography package, plus how to book your date. So this is the same page that just said services before. And now it tells you what you'll find, what it costs, and where it is. So that's the difference between getting scrolled past and getting clicked when this shows up in search results. So do this for your most important pages: services, about, contact. If you have a 30-page website, you don't have to do them all at once. Just do one at a time, but start with the most important one. And a quick pause here. If you are finding this video helpful, I have a Squarespace pre-launch checklist that is the exact list I run on client sites before they go live. The link is in the description. Grab it and go through the checklist on your own Squarespace website. Okay, Fix number 3. This is something that drives me bananas. And let's look at if you have, for example, added an about page. Let's just add one here. And we go into those page settings. We're going to see it has this page slug called about-1. That's doing nobody any favors. We're going to keep that clean. About. That makes sense. It's simple. It looks professional. And please, please, please go through and check all of your slugs and make sure they make sense for the page that they're on. Number 4 is also really, really important. Let's go back to our homepage and I will show you. So whenever you have an image block, and if you are a photographer, you're going to have a lot. Let's click edit, and I'm going to just double click one of these image blocks, and you'll see that there is a place here for image alt text. It tells you describe your image to improve accessibility and SEO. So we're going to say Ren Smith, Dallas portrait photographer. So it describes exactly what's in this image, and I'm using our keywords. So for every image that you've added in an image block on your website, you're going to need to do this. Add alt text. So describe what's actually in the photo, like you're describing it to a friend on the phone. So you're not going to do like Dallas photographer, family photos, Dallas, Texas, best photographer, Dallas. No, you're going to get dinged for that. Google is smart enough to know you're trying to stuff in the keywords. So start with the images on your homepage and your top service page, and do what you can. You don't have to do it all at once. So hit save and exit. And if you do want to use AI for that, you absolutely can. Let me show you. If we go back to that SEO AI visibility tab, click add alt text here, and you have to allow AI output. I'm going to say it's okay. And Beacon AI is going to automatically scan the images on our pages and give us an alt text. Now, some of these are going to be great. Some of them you can regenerate or you can edit. If this is your photographer, so this is Ren Smith with a backpack taking pictures with a professional camera, and hit save, and it's going to update all of those for you. So now automatically all of my images are updated with alt text, but make sure that you get eyes on them because sometimes they are good and sometimes they need a little human intervention. All right, fix number 5, and this is the payoff because everything we just did is essentially invisible until Google actually comes back and reread your site. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually connect Google Search Console. So Google Search Console is how Google tells you what's happening, what searches are showing your site, what people are clicking, which pages are getting found. So let's go back, and I'm going to show you the first part of connecting Google Search Console. And I use the / key and search for connected accounts. You can go to settings, third-party tools, and then look for connected accounts. We're going to hit connect, and you can walk through connecting Google Search Console right here. It's going to pop up a window for you. You'll log into your Google account and connect Google Search Console. If you have any questions about this, I have another full video on connecting Google Search Console that I will link to at the end of this video. Okay, so that is 5 settings, 10 minutes, 0 code. If your site has been live for a year with these unfixed, you just did more for SEO than most site owners do in that entire year. So 2 things before you go. First, grab the free Squarespace pre-launch checklist linked in the description. All this info is on it, plus 45-ish other checks that I run before any client site goes live, so you never have to launch with a blank description or a broken URL again. Second, reading Google Search Console is a skill of its own, and I'm thinking about making a full video on it. If you want that, let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and I wish you all the best with your website.